We will bring you the latest news about General Hospital. General Hospital Spoilers has teased Cameron Matheson's upcoming appearance at GH. And who he will play is a mystery, but there is some speculation and evidence that he will play the character Drew Kane. This will also affect Elizabeth Weber quite a bit. Whatever role he plays, there's definitely some connection to Liz. He's making his GH debut in the near future. He could also play the character of Steven Weber or Elizabeth's brother, or maybe Drew Kane. These characters are all very romantic and close to Elizabeth. Mention Drew and Franco Baldwin. The two of them have a very close relationship, because Franco has a piece of Drew's memory. However, now Franco, aka Liz's husband, is dead. Drew and Franco share memories of each other's past, having spent part of their childhood together before Drew was sent to an orphanage. Not only that, after being harassed by a man dating his mother, Franco knew for sure that Drew would be the next victim. Franco did not hesitate to stand up to protect Drew from the trouble of that villain. So while people still believe that Franco pushed Drew down the stairs to the basement, there's also a reason. It could be for good or bad reasons, but certainly with a heart that loves Drew for what we see. Well, he's really just doing it to keep Drew safe. Franco was altered by a tumor in his head. A loving man like him has become one of the most brutal serial killers the PC has ever seen. It was not until Franco had his tumor removed that he was able to control his violent personality. And in court, Diane Miller helped Franco clear all charges, all previous horrors, because of a malignant tumor in Franco's brain. Even today, some Port Charles residents cannot forget the terrible things Franco did while carrying the tumor. But eventually, overcoming those stains, Liz and Franco began to bond with each other through art, and they became husband and wife. Meanwhile, the memory of Drew's 5 years of disappearance has not returned. When his plane crashed, everyone seemed to have tacitly confirmed that he was indeed missing and possibly dead. However, recently, it has been reported that Drew will return. That's going to be a tough one because a lot has happened after Drew left. Where Drew has been all this time will likely be a mystery, as Drew discovers his true paternity. He understood everything because the long-lost memory had returned. Drew will feel sorry for Franco along with Elizabeth, both of whom are very much in love with Franco. However, because of that, Drew was attracted to Elizabeth. He couldn't let this happen, he needed to calm down. As for Elizabeth, she hesitates because she discovers that Drew is not Jason Morgan but her twin brother. This scared her and cut off contact with Drew very early. Drew is similar to her. He is initially angry with Liz for keeping quiet and keeping a big secret from him for so long. But in the end, the two of them resolved their conflict and became real friends. Drew has gone abroad, but he has enough evidence to prove that Peter August interfered in his plane crash. I will hold him accountable for that. As we can see, Drew's body will never be found. Franco and Liz remained happy for quite some time. Unfortunately, we will never know what lies ahead. Peter worries that it won't be long before Franco will be able to access Drew's memories. Franco will never expose Peter, because Peter is too careful and dangerous. But with the deaths of the victims, he believes that there will be an opportunity to expose his crimes. Even the smallest tricks will be exposed. Drew and Liz will definitely have the opportunity to become a new couple, closer and more attractive than friendship. But don't be surprised if they don't go any further until they realize that maybe Franco in the grave would be happy if they found each other. Thank you all for watching my channel. Bye and see you in the next videos.